Hey everybody, this is Otto, and I'm going to show you how to get started with the Boardroom web. As you can see, I'm logged into the Screencast site that I created during my sign-up screencast, and I need to do a couple things here to make this site a little more useful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a person that can access the Boardroom web. I'm going to grant them access to a meeting space, and then I'm just going to post a new message to a meeting space. Okay, so let's get started by creating a new user for the Boardroom web. To do so, I have a link here called Manage All People. I'll click that. And it's going to take me to an administration tool that only certain users will be able to access, where I can add an account. I'll click Add Person to Boardroom Web. I'm going to just use test for my username. And then I'll say auto test. And then I'll use my own email to tie the account to. Now once I click Add Person, the system is going to generate an email, a welcome email, and send it to that email address. And then that will contain the password for that user to be able to log in. Additionally, if I want to make this account a site administrator is going to be another person who can create user accounts and manage a lot of the Boardroom web settings. I could check this box right here and then say Save Profile Details. Now that means that Otto is going to be able to manage a lot of the settings of the Boardroom web, but it still doesn't mean that this auto test account can actually get at or has access to a meeting space. In order to have access to a meeting space, a person who has the meeting space administrator privileges will assign that access. I'm going to show you how to do that, so it's not very complicated. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our sample meeting space area. We'll jump over to the Peoples tab. And from here, you can see that I'm the meeting space administrator for this sample meeting space area. And I have a link called Add Person to Meeting Space. I'll click that, and now you can see I have this auto test account. And I can choose to make auto test a meeting space administrator, or I can select the areas where auto can access or post information. So I'm going to go ahead and say auto can have full control to the action items area and the messages area, and I'll select Add Person to Meeting Space. Auto was added successfully, so we'll close our message there. As you can see, the link to add a person to the meeting space is now grayed out. It's because there are no more people that have access to the Boardroom web, so we can no longer add more people to this meeting space. If I made a mistake and I wanted to remove auto, I can go ahead and say Remove Person, and there we go. You can see we can remove them. So I'll click Cancel there. Now the last thing I want to do in this screencast is just post a quick message to the group of people that have access to this meeting space. So I'll click the Messages tab, and I'll click Create a new message. And here we can see I'm just creating a new message. There we go. And click Create Message, and there it is. I hope you enjoyed this screencast on how to do some of the initial setup for your Boardroom web. Please stay tuned to my next screencast, where I'm actually going to go over all of the features and highlight kind of some of their simple usages. Thank you.